and students among themselves too, such as making mind maps together, doing group presentation, team projects, and so much more. These methods might seem small, but they really help us to develop our critical thinking skills, think outside the box. Instead of just focusing on books and exams and all. So even when we think about school, about subjects like English, science, or mathematics as just learning formulas, equations, or writing essays. But in actual fact, it's about developing skills, discovering passions, and preparing for challenges of life beyond these walls. So let's break down how school can teach us crucial life skills for our future. First, let's address the topic of problem solving. We often run into tricky math problems or complex science experiments in class. Although we grumble and complain, as I do, these difficulties are intentionally designed to foster our critical thinking abilities. When you're working on group projects or solving difficult problems, you're learning more than just the content itself. You're also learning how to solve these challenges in an organized way. You're learning step by step on how to finish them. For example, in a science or school project, my team split tasks, talk to each other, and adjust and adapt when things don't go as planned. These skills are crucial for our future careers and personal projects. In addition, this experience cultivates our ability to lead a group, delegate responsibilities, communicate, and adapt our plans. Skills that are very important for our future, not only in our careers, but also just as a personal development. Next, let's talk about time management. School teaches us how to balance our homework, extracurricular activities, and personal time. What I mean by this is how school requires each of students to join 3 of the main co-curricular activities, which are sports, clubs and societies, and uniformed units. Each club hosts activities throughout the years, and my school, well, I'm quite proud to say that they take co-curricular activities quite seriously by organizing and joining different kinds of competitions throughout the year. Personally, surrounded by this kind of environment, I became quite active myself. Participating in more than the 3 requirements, making it even more challenging for myself. Managing my exam studies, by also being a member of the swimming club, the debate club, and also shooting training for the state team. And to top it off, I am also the assistant head prefect for my school, which makes it all very demanding for me. If you were to ask me how do I do it, it's definitely not easy. But this balancing act is crucial for my future and everyone's future as well. In the workforce, we will have to manage our time effectively in order to meet deadlines and achieve goals. By managing our schedules now, especially when we have the guidance of our teachers and parents, which I myself am very thankful for, we get to learn how to prioritize and organize our tasks in a better way. A skill that will be invaluable in any career. Moving on, one of the most important skills that I think that we learn in school is also communication. This goes beyond merely speaking up or raising your hand in class. It involves learning how to handle situations involving with people. By presenting in front of the class or presenting like me right here, we practice sharing our ideas and listening to others. We also learn how to communicate with both respect and assertiveness, whether dealing with elders or colleagues ourselves. One example from my own experience was our debate club. I'm the third speaker of my debate team since I was formed too. And I guess by now I've joined quite multiple competitions. And from them, I've learned that it's not just about arguing a point, but it's also about listening to different perspectives and articulating our thoughts in a respectful and convincing way. These experiences help us develop the ability to communicate effectively in both personal and professional settings. One thing that I've noticed as I grow older is that we Malaysians often avoid volunteering in school or community because we see it as, am I showing off if I join these? Am I bragging about myself? But in actual fact, when you initiate to volunteer for these small stuff like tasks as in being an MC or a committee member, you'll find that your confidence and creativity will grow along the way. Especially joining them whilst you're still in school will help you a lot in the future. These experiences will equip you with the strength needed to overcome future challenges in life. One thing that most people don't realize is that we are lucky enough to be in Malaysia that schools require us to teach us both Bahasa Melayu and English in speaking and in writing. And not to forget how some schools even offers an extra language to learn, such as German, French, Japanese, which I'm also taking, by the way. This helps us Malaysians to study abroad and meet the international standard to make us thrive even more. For me, I also was lucky enough to attend a Chinese middle school, making me able to speak 3 languages fluently. A Chinese proverb that I will always say is 机不可失，时不再来, which means don't let an opportunity slip. It won't come again. And this opportunity that I'm talking about is an opportunity by being a Malaysian where you're surrounded by various kinds of cultures. Use that as an advantage to thrive in your future life. And to add, resilience is also another important lesson from school. We all face setbacks, whether it be a bad grade that we get or a project that doesn't go as well we planned. But these experiences teach us that a failure does not mean it's the end of it all. It's an opportunity to overcome and improve. As well as there are times when we face disappointing marks on our exam papers, which I think most students can agree, we need to reevaluate our study methods and work harder. This experience teaches us that resilience and adaptability are key to overcoming obstacles and succeeding in our future. For some, being resilient means managing judgment and contradictions from others while staying true to yourself. It's about surviving peer pressure, understanding your own worth, and also accepting both your own and others' imperfections. And seeing that you are beautiful and unique in your own way. And the cherry on top to end my talk here today, parental support plays a vital role in making everything that I've talked about a reality. I am lucky enough that my parents have always pushed me to try new things no matter what. They play a crucial part in my life on shaping who I am today. They've encouraged me to try new things, to join new activities from a very young age. Like swimming I started swimming since I was in preschool, and they also let me choose what I wanted to do. For example, when I was standard 3, I was so interested in karate that I decided to join it. And what did I get from it? I got a black belt from it. So they also made sure that I could join various kinds of tournaments, not just focusing on winning, but also the experience you gain from it. So throughout the activities that I joined, the tournaments, the competitions that I've joined, I've learned to manage my stress, which is very big because when you're put all these responsibilities, all these burdens, you're bound to get stressed. So whenever I join competitions, tournaments, I'll be meeting people who share the same experiences as me. So help me out in managing my stress, and I also start to discover new things about myself. So seeing how there are quite a few parents here, I encourage you guys to do the same for your children too. Let them start young. Let them try out new stuff that they want to. Let them not regret for not trying out even a small stuff in the future. I hope that my short talk here have impacted some of you guys, and my message here have come across all of you guys here today. I guess that's the end for my talk here tonight. With that, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.